Hi again, everybody, and welcome back to the shredded pieces of important documents that you get after you put the important documents in a paper shredder. And today we're going to be looking at some more Storytime animation. I made a couple videos looking at these like weird automated like Storytime videos. There was one on the second channel, there was one on the main channel that I did recently. But both of those videos were on a channel called Share My Story. But Share My Story is just one of the channels like this. There's another channel like that I've had my eye on called My Story Animated, whose subheading in their banner is Real Stories Animated. Now, Real Stories is debatable because, again, I think it's one of them submit the story and then we'll animate it without, like, really verifying it kind of thing. But there's a couple key differences with this channel with Share My Story that I wanted to point out to you. So, for one, it appears that the thumbnails are, like, separately drawn from the actual animation to make them look like they're higher quality or, like, that they're a little more tantalizing and all that. Every single one of these hits 10 minutes or above with no exceptions. Some of the Share My Story ones, there were, like, 2 or 3. And some of these just come in parts, like, I'm a gold digger, I married a tree for its money, part 1. And then right after that, it's I'm a gold digger, I married a tree for its money, part 2. First one's 10 minutes, the second one's 13. So anyways, I wanted to take a look through 1 or 2 of these with you guys and see if we couldn't have a little bit of fun, just, you know, messing around and all that. Anyways, let's get into it. The video I was thinking about taking a look at here today is one called Mom Made Me Have the Worst Diseases to Become Rich. I'm not exactly sure how that works, but the first frame is the person's mother holding her by a leash on a circus thing. So I'm imagining she just looks like something otherworldly.
Hey guys, I'm Lori, and I'll be telling you how I made my mom happy by having cancer. I lived with my mom my whole life. Mom and Dad got divorced shortly after I was born, and Mom decided to take care of me. Mom was loving, and I could say that she was overprotective.
I mean, it took like a really morbid turn at the start because she was saying she had cancer for it, which I'm feel bad about. But she got locked up like she was Princess Leia at the Death Star. Like there was like 4 bars of metal gates just locking her in. And her mom has security cameras on her to watch her at all hours, even the ones when she's not technically awake.
She needed to know everything I was doing and everywhere I was going. I felt like she did that because she was lonely and she needed company.
These dudes stuck in a Forever Alone. I gotta count exactly how many frames that Forever Alone lasts because it's so swift. 13 total frames of Forever Alone. Half a second is all that it's there for. But it's there, and I saw it.
Mom didn't have any friends. Her parents died when she was young, and when she got married to my dad, she moved to a new city, so she didn't know anyone there.
This is getting more and more depressing, and we're only 30 seconds in. I'm kind of worried that I may have chose the bad one.
I was her only family, and she assured me that I was the reason she lived for, and that I was her only hope in life. That's why I never questioned her intentions. I mean, she's my mother. Of course she loves me more than anyone else in the world.
The lip syncing just does not match up at all. It just goes like, hello, I am talking, and then the teeth sound like this when there's no audio dubbed over it. Just gnashing at regular intervals while sound plays out of the speaker pretending to be a person's voice. What if this is all actually like filmed in real life and it's not an animation preset at all, but it's actually an animatronic being guided by someone from behind it like C-3PO in The Phantom Menace? C-3PO wasn't CGI in that movie, funny enough.
It all started when my grandpa and I had a car accident. I had major injuries in my body and I broke both of my legs.
Not gonna lie, this is totally Batman after a night out. Dude, I love how like these fractures are like following no line of consistency. Like the front of the rib cage apparently flows into the spine because that's how bones work. I'm just taking a big fat dump on something that's better work than I could ever pull off, so what does my life come to? Like seriously, the cracks in her hand just looks like someone took the eraser tool through something they had just drawn. And the skull looks like she's been shot. Not that she got into a car accident. Gotta be real though, those are some nice teeth. He took good care of those. Very straight, like them a lot. Teeth almost as good as the baby's.
I had to stay in the hospital for 2 months according to doctor's orders.
I kind of like this video because they're squeezing in a bunch of like niche references that make it kind of fun, like visually. Like they make her into RoboCop because she's entirely broken, and then they just got Dr. Light scooting in from the right side to tell you that you have 2 months to live or 2 months to stay in the hospital. I forgot. I just have a sheet of paper that says 2 months. You think I was the one that diagnosed you? No.
I was upset because I couldn't get out or walk, but Mom, for some reason, enjoyed staying there.
What kind of shape is her head that the bandages are wrapped around like that? It looks like they left the RoboCop helmet off, except for the visor, and then they just put the bandages around the RoboCop helmet, so now she's just got like this big bulge on the top half of her head.
It seemed that she enjoyed all of the attention she got from the hospital staff, to the point she asked them to check me in again when I was about to be discharged. She told the doctors she feels that there was something wrong with me, and that they needed to run more tests. When they told her that I'm okay, she was disappointed.
Bruh. Plot twist. She orchestrated the entire car accident and just wanted her daughter dead.
It's like she wanted me to stay sick and live in the hospital. And that's exactly what happened.
The lip syncing thing has not gotten any better. It's just going... That's all that's coming into my ears.
Mom started giving me pills. She told me that I was acting weird in my sleep and that these pills were to calm me down and give me a better sleep.
Now she's straight out of the Matrix. I am loving these little references. That's fun.
However, I started feeling more horrible. I got drowsy most of the time.
She has the same static facial expression with the same lip movements. She's talking about how her mother wanted her to stay in the hospital and how she now essentially drugged her to make that a reality. But she's just smiling really wide and bright-eyed the entire time she's going through her story. Oh yeah, it's no biggie. My mom's such a jokester, just spiking my drinks and stuff. Placing small amounts of magnesium in the food she makes for me so she can poison me slowly over time. Mom's such a practical little jokester. I love her. I love my family.
I got drowsy most of the time. I was nauseated. I couldn't walk.
She couldn't walk, but she sure as hell was zooming on that wheelchair. Homie could probably give Sonic a run for his money with how fast she whiplashed past the screen.
Most of the time, and I couldn't eat. I also noticed that my teeth were decaying.
Oh, no, not the teeth. They were so perfect in the car crash x-rays, but no, they're really wide. Wait, what? Okay, so these teeth are really freaking me out because the top rows, all about the same size, kind of proportional. And then you just got like 2 teeth on the bottom jaw that are the width of 2 teeth themselves. Can you imagine having fangs that wide? The point they would have to meet at would be so goddamn tall.
I even lost a few of them.
When she opens her mouth a little more, the teeth go back to their normal shape. But now they have holes in them and look like a coral reef. This is what people have been telling us. The coral reefs are endangered. We have to save them. Every tooth she loses is minus 10.
Things went downhill from that point onward.
Why you know? Another rage comic comes out of nowhere to be real angry, but he's got better teeth than the person's mouth he's poking his head out. Now that I think about it, the why you know rage comic really does fit as a JoJo screenshot.
Hospitals became my second home. I went to the hospital more than 50 times over the course of 3 years.
What did I tell you about her giving Sonic a run for his money? She'd be dashing and sprinting like that shit, dog. Them legs is twirling like Sonic runs, like they are literal windmills the way they are rotating. No wonder you're in the hospital so much. Humans' legs aren't made to go like that. They will just snap in half. You're treating your goddamn legs like it's one of those weapons that has the handle, the chain, and then the spike ball at the end. Your calf is the chain, and your foot is a spike ball. Gonna burst some fools with that. I'm pretty sure that was actually Chivalry Medieval Warfare DLC.
Doctors became so worried that I wasn't eating to the point they had to perform a surgery on me. They inserted a feeding tube into my stomach. I had to change that tube every 6 months, and it was painful. Extremely painful.
It was painful, extremely painful, which is why I'm jubilantly waving and smiling over this whole thing to sad music. Don't you guys love these really colorful visuals to me talking like nothing is wrong in the world?
They had to change it while I was awake without any anesthesia, so it hurt like hell. There have been many times where I didn't want to go to the hospital. There were times I was super tired and exhausted. I would tell my mom that I wouldn't want to go, but she wouldn't take no for an answer.
How much you want to bet she was fucking one of the doctors out there and she just wanted to see him again? That would be downright evil and morbid as hell.
She forced me to go.
Damn, she really got the Wonder Woman lasso. Just rip that fool home.
She also insisted on going to support groups just for the pleasure of being there. She would do all the talking. She would talk about herself, how tiring it was to take care of a sick daughter like me.
See, even the mom has the exact same 2 poses. Mouth closed, mouth open. And that mouth open will be smiling no matter what. But I guess it kind of fits with how happy she is to talk about how much her life sucks.
And then she would talk on behalf of me, explaining how difficult it was for me to adjust to this lifestyle.
What? Jackie Chan reaction image? How dare you? Right now this channel is stuck in 2012. We must travel back in time and free them from their captivity. Though their jailing sentence does seem to be pretty profitable because 2 million subscribers, I do respect.
I could live with all of that until my life took another terrible turn.
It was like on a flat plane and then it just did like a complete drop after losing all momentum exactly at once.
The doctors told me I had cancer, lymphoma in particular. They called us one morning, my mom and I, and said they had bad news.
Her mom is smiling that her only family and her daughter has lymphoma. Cancer.
You have cancer, sweetheart. Cancer? What? Now I'm sure I'm going to die soon. I was so depressed about it that day to the point I didn't want to see anybody. But something very strange annoyed me that day. Mom was overjoyed in a very disturbing way. She didn't even hug me or tell me that everything was going to be fine. She instantly took her computer and started a donation page with my name on it. She wrote a long Facebook post.
Bruh. The GoFundMe scam. The GoFundMe scam. It's a GoFundMe scam. It's a GoFundMe scam.
And how she does not have enough money to cover all the medical expenses.
Problem. Sick child. No money. Solution? Facebook post. They nailed it. They're doing my job for me.
People sympathize with her. They offered her their consolation and they asked how they can help. She was ecstatic to send them the donation page. Mom, don't you want to wait? I mean, we don't know anything yet. We shouldn't be raising money now. Oh no, honey, we do. We know that cancer treatment is very expensive. I can't afford it.
She didn't stop there as I continue to smile very happily as if nothing is wrong and my mother is not using me as a tool to gain money off my cancer.
Cancer-related foundations and went into churches to ask for money.
Okay, I gotta ask, what is that image of a religious figure? Who is that supposed to be imitating? Because that is a very realistic drawing.
Oftentimes, she would take pictures of me in my worst conditions and post them on her social media accounts like I was some kind of underdog.
What do you even caption that image on Instagram? Aha, just with my daughter in the hospital, she has cancer and has 3 months to live. Can't wait. God, that's so fucked. And I don't even know if this story is real or not, but still. If it's fake, how do you come up with this dramatic of a fake story? Jesus. And then go so far as submitting that bitch. Maybe they steal some of them off of Reddit to animate.
It's like she was showing me off to the world. And it worked. We got donations, free stuff, and free trips, which made her happy.
Wait, she got a free Xbox One? What? Bro, I want an Xbox One? Guys, I don't have cancer, but I do suffer from being a thundering dumbass. So if you want to send me some free shit, please do.
It became her favorite hobby to tell her sad story to people and ask them for help. The more pictures and videos she posted, the more sympathy and attention she received from people. And the more the cycle repeated. At that point, I started hating my mom. It became clear to me that mom was using me as a cash cow.
Oh, a different face, gnashing teeth, but angry gnashing teeth. She finally has eyebrows and they're tilted downwards because she's angry. Somebody's gonna get murdered by the end of this video, I just know it. But sadly, I think we've seen enough to get the gist of this. Y'all can kind of tell like where this whole thing is going. The animation's crude, it's automated, they upload pretty much daily, and the story is either fake or stolen from Reddit, one of them two. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, you can also check out the Share My Story one that I mentioned earlier this video. You'll probably enjoy that as well. You can follow me on Twitter at Quite and on Instagram at Quite.png and on TikTok at QuiteTikTok. Links to all of those in the description below. Anyways, this has been Quite, and I'll see you guys next time.